Okay, hi. My name is Peter Sheehan. I'm going to be presenting my term project for Computer Science 112. So the name of the project is called Intergalactic Cyborg Boxing Mania. So here's the splash screen. So welcome to ICBM, a boxing game like no other. This is a 2-player, multiplayer, or up to 8-player tournament boxing game. Basically, this tutorial is supposed to prepare you for how the game is played. It informs you that the whole game was actually made just with TK Enter and nothing else. So this is the sprite that I have. Basically, this is just to help the player realize how. So basically, I can punch with right, I can punch with left, and then since he's in the front, he can't punch anything. His punches are gonna go all the way, and they're not gonna connect. Rotate around him. So if I press the period button, I rotate counterclockwise, and I can continue to punch from different angles. I can also press the forward slash to rotate around him the other way. So I could go clockwise, counterclockwise. And he can also do the same with the Q and E. He can block by pressing the W button. See? So if he times it correctly, he takes no damage. And the same thing with the right fist. And the same thing for me too. So that's the basics of gameplay in terms of controls. And then to exit this mode, you press the spacebar, which is shared between the two players. So now I can't punch, I can't rotate, I can't do anything, I just move. But if I collide with him again, now I'm back in focus mode and I can press space to exit. I'll show you 2-player mode. So this is 2-player mode. These are the 2 players. The audience is following me now, if you notice. But then if he gets my health lower than his, then they follow him. Now, you may notice the blood splatter effect. That is also generated depending on where I connect. So it'll keep making blood, and it'll keep just getting everywhere and getting messy. And eventually, if I deplete the other player's health all the way down, then their health runs out and I win the round. And then I get, if you notice in the top right-hand corner, there's a little red square with a white inline. That represents the amount of points you have, and when you get 5 points, you win the game. So, in tournament mode, you can add different players to a list, and the game tells different players to compete at one point. So right now, the list contains player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4. And I can also remove player 4, I can add player 4, I can add player 5, I can remove player 4, I can add player 6, I can add player 8, I could add player 7, I can move players, and that's basically how it works. So let's say just have a game between player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4. So right now, player 1 and player 2 are in reverse. And say player 1 wins. Now it's player 3 versus player 4. So now these two verse, and if you notice, it's represented by different colors. So now I just press M to return to menu, and I'm back. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.